Hi, it's me, Carys, and I wanted to do a sort of like get to know me-ish, like Q&A kind of video where I'm answering some questions. I did have a look at a few of the tags online and I just wasn't really getting a spark of inspiration from them. So I decided that I was going to ask some of my friends if they could ask me some questions that might be fun to do on camera. So that is what I'm going to do today. So first of all, I have some music-y, more kind of singing related questions. So these are from my friend Alice, shout out to you. The first question she's asked is, what's your favourite song to sing? I have a lot of favourites. I would say of all time, probably Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid, because that's just one of my favourites ever. But there's a ton other I like to sing. I think I kind of will change in the moment, and there'll be a song that I really love to sing for a while and then I kind of get a little bored with it. My other favourites would include Space Cowboy, Casey Musgraves, of course, or any Casey Musgraves song. Just love to sing her. Been really enjoying to sing Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo this year. Friends Don't by Maddie and Tay maybe. Always loved to sing The Climb by Miley Cyrus. There's definitely a few more musical theatre ones I love to sing as well. There's a few songs that I just really love to sing that I also have never done on my channel or on a live stream or anything. What's the song in your rep that you find hard to sing? Usually the whole point in a rep is kind of having songs that sit quite nice within your comfort spot, but I definitely like to push myself. Skyscraper by Demi Lovato is one that I had to kind of spend a very long time with learning, and I was definitely kind of learning some new skills of my voice at that time when I was learning it, and I don't always sing it now because I can still sometimes get a little bit nervous to sing it, so I would say that one is probably one that I would find the hardest to sing. When did I start singing? I started singing, I've always sung. Singing has been part of my life since I was very little. I have done a lot since I was a kid. I back and forth, but I was very shy, and I had quite a bit of stage fright with it. But then I started having singing lessons when I was about 14. So I would say I always kind of sang, but when I first started singing was when I was about 14. What's your favourite musical? This is a bit of a loaded question. My favourite musical is, okay, I would say I have a top three that are always in my mind, which would be Wicked, Heathers, and Funny Girl. So those three are yes, love those so much. But of those, I would say my all-time favourite is probably Funny Girl. Very excited about that Broadway revival announcement. Not that I'm gonna go see it, because Lord knows that I do not have the money, and with COVID and everything I will not be going to New York anytime soon, I imagine, which is actually quite sad. But I'm so excited for Beanie Feldstein. I love her, to see what she does with it, and Jane Lynch being in it is so ironic and I love that so much. But yeah, I love that show. It's such an emotional roller coaster because it's so light-hearted and fun in a lot of places, but then also it's so emotional and heart-wrenching. So I think it's a real kind of piece that really does take you on a journey, not to be too cheesy or anything like that. Okay, Alice has asked what's my vocal range, which I actually don't know off the top of my head, so I'm gonna just pop it on the screen by here. And that's my vocal range. Wow. Okay. So then she's asked some more questions that are less to do with music and singing, so I'm going to answer those as well. So first one is, what's your favourite holiday you've had? I've had a lot of really great holidays, lots of nice family ones. I would say my favourite was probably, after I finished my degree, I did a job abroad kind of programme where I worked in North Carolina in America for 3 months, and I will say that I actually really did not like the job. The area was lovely, but I really did not like the job, and so what was kind of getting me through it was that I had 3 weeks of travelling afterwards. So my mum and dad came out and we went on like a road trip. We went to Asheville, we went to Charlotte where I saw Casey Musgraves live, went to Charlottesville, went to Washington DC, which was really cool, and then we got a train from Washington DC to New York and did about a week there, and I saw lots of Broadway shows. It was amazing, and as like a little theatre kid it had always been my biggest dream to go to New York, so to like finally be there and to go and do all of the like theatre things that I'd always wanted to do, and like we did like all the like touristy things like Empire State, and I went to the tours and stuff like that, and it was great. And then my mum and dad left to come home because they'd already like had like 2 weeks of their like year's holiday, whereas I was going back to nothing, so I didn't have anything to lose. So I did a solo like week trip to Disney World by myself, and I had a great time, and it was really fun. I did the Halloween party and a bunch of other really fun stuff. So that I would say was my favourite holiday, because it was just like a big like adventure of going to lots of different places and lots of dreams coming true. What's your favourite country you've been to? I don't know. I feel like there's like a different kind of connection because some places I've spent like a lot more time in than others. Where I really would like to go back to is Italy, because I had some amazing coffee there, which was great, and food, because the food there is amazing. Amazing coffee, amazing pasta. And we had like a day in Rome and it was so beautiful. But I feel like I only had a day, so I didn't get to experience that much of it. And so I'd love to go back and do that because I think I would really, really enjoy it. Favourite weather? That's a bit of a strange one. I would say I like it when like the air is like nice and crisp and like quite cold, but not like so cold that you're like freezing. Like cold enough where you can like quite comfortably be wearing like a jumper like this and have like a coat on top, you can have your boots on and you're comfortable, but you're not like sweating and you're not freezing. And just dry, no rain. I do like the snow as well, but no rain. Favourite place outside of Wales to visit in the UK? Oh gosh, that sounded really mean. God. I think that I stand by that. I think that Wales has like some of the best views and some of the best beaches in the UK. So like if I'm going somewhere else in the UK, it's probably not going to be for like beaches and views. Where do I like? I went to I really do like I like Edinburgh. I went there once and that was really great, and I've wanted to go back since, but I haven't. That was like when I was a teenager. Because it's really like a pretty city, and there's so much to do, and there's castles and all that kind of fun stuff. I like London, because I mean it kind of I spent a lot of time in London, and then of course there's all the shows and all the kind of stuff to do. As I said, country I'd like to visit. So I mentioned that I'd like to go back to Italy, but in terms of a country I've never visited before, I really want to do Canada because I feel like that would be really fun, like a different kind of climate. Then I do also want to do some more Scandinavian countries, so I would like to do like Sweden, go to the ABBA Museum, that would be great. So she's asked a bunch of my like favourite characters, so I'll go through them now as well. So favourite Harry Potter character. This one I don't know. I definitely, my relationship with Harry Potter has changed quite drastically in the last year or so. I definitely cannot look at it the same way after everything with J.K. Rowling. And I do still enjoy the content, but it is definitely tarnished for me. But in terms of favourite character, I don't know. There's so many characters, so many good ones. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favourite. That's not. I'm usually like someone who's like, "What's your favourite?" I'm like so determined to like pinpoint what my favourite is, but I'm like, no, I don't know if I have a favourite Harry Potter character. Maybe I'm gonna say Luna. I think Luna's a fun character. I do like Luna, and I never think that I'm in a place where I don't like Luna. So I'm gonna say Luna. Okay. Luna Lovegood is my favourite Harry Potter character, confirmed. Confirmed. Okay, she's asked my favourite Disney character, which is Ariel from The Little Mermaid, my favourite Disney film. And Ariel's my favourite princess. I just love her. She's just very nostalgic. And she's a mermaid, that's pretty cool. So yeah. Yeah. My favourite Marvel character, which I'm like, Alice, do you not know that I have never interacted with any Marvel media ever in my life? So I don't know anything about any of these Marvel characters you speak of. And then she has my favourite H2O characters, as in H2O just add water. It's very niche for me because I would say that I end up watching H2O on Netflix like once a year, and I like try to watch the whole thing, but then like somewhere in the third season I only ever get a few episodes in because that third season annoys me so much. My favourite character is obviously Ricky because she's really cool and she just knows what's going on, and she's like Cleo, Emma, Zane, Lewis, and that's that. Yeah. So definitely not Charlotte, absolute devil of a character, and definitely not Kim. Kim, get out of here, Kim, and Charlotte, they can both go. I have some questions for my friend Rhiannon now. Here we go. She said, if you could have a dinner party with 3 celebs, dead or alive, which would I choose? Oh God, I don't know. I feel like whenever I think about like actually me ever like meeting celebs, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'd be so scared and it would not turn out well for me. And like, I feel like there's a difference between like maybe the celebrities that you like and you admire in comparison to like the ones that you would actually maybe get along with. I'm gonna go with Casey Musgraves, Marilyn Monroe, and Lizzo. I'm gonna go with Lizzo. This is a very difficult question. That's my answer for now. I'm probably gonna change my mind in like 5 minutes. What's your favourite staple piece of clothing? I definitely would say I love a coat. When you find a good coat, and like I get so excited to wear my coats again when the kind of autumn months start coming around. I'm like, when can I put on my coat? I need the weather to get colder so I can put my coat on and I can look amazing in my coat. So I feel like I've already established my answer to this one in the video already, but she asks, winter or summer? Definitely winter. This kind of time of year now, like October, November, December, is like my absolute favourite. Ooh, I didn't see this one earlier. If you could have a superpower, what would you choose and why? If I could have a superpower, I think I would actually just choose the ability to stop time. And because I feel like there's never enough time. Like I feel like I would like the time to like chill and relax, but also do like all the work and stuff that I need to do, but also do like all the fun creative things I want to do. I feel like if I could stop time and just like then accumulate more, and then you'd also get to like savor moments and stuff like that. Okay, so this is quite a vague one, and it's just guilty pleasure. What's my guilty pleasure? I feel like my whole life is just guilty pleasures, but I don't feel guilty about them. I'm gonna say that this is gonna be like a guilty pleasure like music thing. I mean, guilty pleasure music song. I have like a whole kind of like school disco-esque Spotify playlist that I've been listening to again recently, and I just like love it. It's just like S Club and Steps and all that fun sort of stuff. Definitely that. And then for a while I would say that my like guilty pleasure was Baby by Justin Bieber, but I have actually done a cover of that on my channel and I sing it quite a lot in live streams and stuff now, so I don't know if I can call that a guilty pleasure anymore because I'm very open about it. To be honest, I'm very open about all the cheesy stuff I like, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to think of something that I actually like would like be like ooh, ooh, embarrassed about, because I don't think any of that's really that embarrassing. Like, I feel like I'd be maybe more embarrassed about like the like Disney Channel kind of music that I like, but even then I'm not really embarrassed by it. So like those are kind of like guilty pleasure-esque things that I like that don't feel guilty about. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think the obvious answer for me is my favourite song of all time, Part of Your World from Little Mermaid, which I already mentioned today. But yeah, I mean, it would be that. It's not a very interesting answer, but it would be that. It's my favourite song of all time and I never get sick of it. We've got a few last questions. These are from my friend Ellen, and she's definitely gone quite quite niche and quite strange with these questions. What era of Scooby-Doo is the best? Now obviously I'm a Scooby-Doo fanatic, obviously. But my favourite era of Scooby-Doo is probably actually the live action films with like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard, just because I feel like that was where I really fell in love with Scooby-Doo as a child, and they're so fun and campy, and I think the cast is just perfect, and like the twists, the turns, and it's just amazing. I mean, the costumes that Sarah Michelle Gellar is wearing, I mean, just the memes and the interviews that have come from this thing, I mean, iconic. So the live action Scooby-Doo is probably my favourite, or just like What's the New Scooby-Doo, which is what I grew up watching on CBBC. She asked me how many valves are there in the heart, and I got a D in science at school, so I don't know. Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me? I'm gonna Google it. How many valves does a heart have? 4. The last question she's asked me is extremely niche, and I'm not going to be giving it any context at all. What is the name of your Bear No One charity single? Again, very niche. I'm pretty sure that Ellen is the only person watching this video who's going to know what I'm even talking about. It was called I'm very sorry about all of the problems in the world, Christmas edition, Honeycon version. Anyways, so thank you to my friends who all sent in some questions, and don't forget that you can hit that subscribe button if you would like to, and you can also give this video a little thumbs up, and that would be good for me. I'm gonna go, so bye.